Well, hi everyone. It's Marcus, and welcome to more chatting in my jungle room. I'm heading over to Melbourne today, where I'm speaking to a dear friend. Her name is Rachel Grace. We're going to find out all about the reason why I'm speaking to her very shortly. But first of all, Rachel, hey, how are you?
Hello, hi. Thank you for having me for a chat. I'm so good, Marcus.
I
I'm so
love
happy.
our chats. We just catch up, don't we? We just like it's just like an old chinwag, really.
I know we're both good at talking a bit of rubbish, and it's my
Oh.
favorite. We love to catch up.
Now, since I saw you last, you've had
Yeah.
quite a major events happen in your life. Do you want to share
I
it with everybody?
have. In December, I became a Sadie married lady, which was
Ooh.
very exciting. It was a beautiful day, albeit it was very warm. It was like a 36-degree day and it was beautiful. Like it was outside. We had our dog as our ring bearer slash best dog, which was my favorite. He was wearing a little suit and he was so cute. And yeah, we just had all of our favorite friends and people and had the fabulous Trevor Jones playing music all night. And
Love Trevor.
yeah, it was so good. So it was just a really, really good vibe. And Will, my husband, which is still so foreign to say, even though we're now in May and it's been months, but Will, my husband, is just so fabulous and so supportive. So I'm a very, very happy lady.
Fantastic. 5 months in and everything is going okay, right?
Yes, it's going great. It's yeah. I can't believe that we're 5 months in though. Like the wedding feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah,
So
wow. And meanwhile, all that money that was just like thrown at it, gone, dusted now.
evaporated as if
Oh,
as
Lord.
if it never existed. Yeah, it's also one of those things of like the budget blows out and you don't like everyone always goes, oh yeah, whatever. But you get to the 2 weeks before and then there's all these things that pop up that you go, I've never thought of, like I didn't know this was a thing. And so because you've got 2 weeks left, you just start throwing money at the problem, being like, I just need this to not be an issue anymore. Just please get me to the day.
Make this
So
okay.
yeah. And yeah, just the randomest stuff popping up that I don't know. I wanted good music, good food, and to look nice. That was my concern, and that we had a good day. But yeah, thinking about different. What if this happens, and what if like the venue asking the most random. Don't get married 10 days before Christmas. Like, don't do it. It's a
And try
headache.
to do it once. Once is enough. Oh,
Exactly, exactly. And it was funny. It was a couple of days before, and Will, my now husband, has gone, oh, well, if we do something like this again, this is how we'll do it. And I was like, what do you mean? If we do this, like this is one and done. Like if I'm sorry, dear, if this doesn't work out, I'm not doing this again.
it's over, Rover. Yeah.
Done. One
Now,
time deal.
I'm going to go back to how you started that little bit of a conversation because you did a bit of a nod to somebody there with Sadie, married lady. Of
I did.
course, the reason one of the reasons we're chatting is because you are bringing back the Australian Barbra Streisand show to Adelaide. It's called the Encore Show
It
because you
is.
were here just at the end of last year and it went so well that you've decided to bring it back.
I'm
Um,
so excited to be coming back to the Regal. It's such a beautiful venue, and the people that we had coming to the show last time was such a beautiful audience, and I can't wait to see some of them again and meet some new faces. So it's going to be really fun.
Now it's Saturday, the 30th of August at 2 o'clock p.m. So a good matinee session.
It's
Um,
sensible, no.
sensible. Just don't wear sensible shoes.
No, we were fun shoes. Wear your sequins, like go all out. I want to see some of the like. I want the audience to come in the outfit that you haven't had the opportunity to wear it. Like
Yeah.
let's go all out, friends.
Now, of course, for the people that did see it last time, are there any changes to the show that they might have a little couple of surprises in store?
Yes, absolutely. So we've added in a couple of new songs, which is really exciting. One of them was actually something that I performed at my wedding. So it's this really nice little personal moment
Wow.
where me and John Thorne, our fabulous music director, he played it live at the wedding, and it was yeah, it's just this really nice moment. And then, we've got a couple of other songs in there. We also have a really fun new costume which I debuted at the Glen Ira Town Hall when we sold it out last time. And so I can't wait to bring that up to Adelaide because I feel like it's just It's beautiful and it's very Barbara, but it's also going to look beautiful in the Regal. So I think that our audience members will love that.
Maybe even the wedding dress can make an appearance.
Oh, I mean, it's not going to be the easiest. It's a quick change, I'll be honest, getting in and out of all those buttons, but who knows down the line? I can refit it. It'll work.
Put it to use, darling. No point packing balls under the bed.
Oh, I saw someone that they brought out their wedding dress every Halloween. I thought that was fabulous. Like going as the zombie bride.
Get your money's worth, hon. Get your money's worth.
Absolutely.
Hey, so I mean, look, let's ask this question again, but why Barbara for you?
So Barbara for me is when I was growing up, I discovered I could sing at about 11 years old. And when I say I discovered I could sing, I have not come from a very musical family. My family are creative in other ways. Like my mum was a dancer. She was also a dressmaker and a pattern maker. My dad did dance. My sister's very visual arts, but my grandma sang a little bit. No one was really musical. And so I stumbled into singing completely by accident. And when I realized that I had a natural kind of gift and affinity for it, my mum said to me, oh, well, like I think you should sing Barbra Streisand because that was her favorite singer, which to an 11-year-old, like no pressure, like one of the biggest and greatest voices of a generation. Yeah, just sing Barbra Streisand. And I was very much so that kind of preteen teenager that was like, oh, my parents know nothing and they're not musical, so why would I listen to them? And then I watched Funny Girl. And Funny Girl changed my life because it was this skinny little, not kid, but like skinny little woman who had a big voice, had a big personality, had a lot to say, who was fine being the larrikin, who was fine being in on the joke, but the butt of the joke, and kind of, getting around the roller skates and the silly costumes. But then she could sing. Oh. She could. The first time I watched Don't Rain on My Parade, I don't think I even blinked.
On that boat? Wow.
On the boat. I don't think I even blinked. And then we get to My Man at the end, which again, at 11 years old, I don't think I even had ever had a boyfriend or, I'd never had my heart broken, but I just sat there and I sobbed and I was like, I felt what she was saying. And I think that was the first time that I'd always loved music, but I'd never had that connection to music. So I started listening to all of the Funny Girl soundtrack and then loved Funny Girl, listened to it on repeat, absolutely just hammered it, learned all of the words, started singing it, not very well, but I was trying. And then I watched A Star Is Born and it was the same thing that, watch closely now at the very end of the movie where it's just a close-up of her face for, I think it's 7.5 minutes.
Yep.
I think it's got, over 1 million views on YouTube. Half of them are me. Because if ever I'm just in that, like, if ever I'm in one of those weird moods where I just need to like lock into music, I will just go and watch her face because she's not doing a lot, but what she is doing is so powerful and what she's doing with her voice is so emotive. And so as an 11, 12-year-old, unknowingly, she started shaping my sense of music. And growing up as a singer and especially working with a very technical based teacher, I started listening to the way she was phrasing things, where she was breathing, how she was articulating. And I didn't mean to, but I started parroting those things because when you first start to sing, that's what you do. And so I've just always sung Barbra Streisand music. I grew up singing music theatre. I have a background singing classical music. But then I kind of got to my late 20s and I'd always said I wanted to be Fanny Bryce in Funny Girl, but how often does, Funny Girl come to Australia? I've seen it once. And that was always my dream. And so I thought I want to create an opportunity for myself where I'm singing this music that I love and that I have unknowingly built my voice around because I was so inspired by her as a singer, but as a musician and also as a person and an artist. Like she isn't one thing. And one of the things that I most admired about her was that she's so versatile. Yes, I got into her because of her jazz singing, her early jazz stuff, Live at Bonsoir, I love. But then we've got, the Broadway album and then Back to Broadway, where she's singing, massive show tunes. And that's what I grew up singing jazz. I grew up singing show tunes. And especially in Australia, I have found with training, they often say you can be one thing. If you want to be a classical singer, you're the classical singer. If you want to be music theatre, you're just music theatre. And I thought, well, why? Like Barbra is like, she's had one of the biggest careers in the world. She's like one of the most influential voices, and she sings jazz. She sings music theatre. She sings disco. She sings pop. She sings everything because she hasn't restricted herself to be one thing. And that's always really inspired me. So that's why in amongst the show, we have the pop, we have the early jazz, we have the duets, we have all of those different influence, like Stevie Wonder makes an appearance in there because I love Stevie Wonder, and all my cats are having a little disagreement on the floor. But she's also covered Stevie Wonder. There's these little moments where I can go, these other artists who have influenced me have obviously been an inspiration or an influence for Barbra as well. So it's really interesting for me to weave my own musical journey in amongst Barbra's and go, like, how do they kind of line up? So her as an influential person, but as an influential singer, technique wise, like there's a reason why she's releasing another album in her mid-80s.
I was just going to mention that. Yeah, I mean, it's coming out soon, I think. I've seen because she's actually doing it with some other guest artists as well, isn't she?
Yes.
Impressive. I cannot.
It does.
So speaking about albums, tell me one album that if you had to run out of the house and only take one album with you, which Barbra album would it be?
Oh, I mean, I know I just said it, the Funny Girl soundtrack. That's how I found Barbra. That is what I would always come back to. Just because, again, I don't think that there is one song on that album that Barbra sings that I wouldn't skip. Like, I mean, oh boy, it depends on the day. I know I've said it to you before, and it's a cop-out because it's a compilation, but the Essential Streisand, because it's got all of my favorites on there. Such a cop-out. I would actually say Live at Bonsoir.
Yeah, wow. There we go. Mine would definitely be Memories, I think. The Memories album, or A Star Is Born album, because the tracks on that, with Chris Christopherson, of course.
Absolutely.
Wow. Amazing song.
Everyone, like, I used to love it, but I refound it the other day, Queen Bee.
Oh, love.
And what I love about listening to that album in a current setting is that it is very, like, yes, there is the love story journey, but she is very, I'm independent. I know, like, I have my own voice. And so listening to Woman in the Moon, listening to Queen Bee in a modern setting and going, you know what? Yeah, I am the Queen Bee, baby.
Heaven.
Like, like I will eat you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's really powerful how music that was recorded in the 70s is still, I mean, I listen to music from the 70s and the 80s all the time. So I don't know why I'm so surprised. But yes, I listened to that album the other day. And so that song stuck in my mind.
Well, I mean, fingers crossed, Funny Girl, or even Hello Dolly. Like, what came first, Hello Dolly or Funny Girl? I think it was Hello Dolly came first, didn't it?
Funny Girl. I mean, in terms of the actual musical.
Yeah, as far as she's starring.
Hello Dolly came first. And then Barbra's association with it was Carol Channing I believe it was Carol Channing, was playing Dolly on Broadway. And then with the success of Funny Girl on Broadway and then Funny Girl in the movie, they then cast Barbra, which was a bit controversial.
Ooh, we love a bit of controversy. So why was that? So, I mean, look, fingers crossed. I mean, Hello Dolly would work great. I mean, obviously, it's just done the overseas run. Bette Midler playing the role amongst a couple of others. But yeah, I mean, fingers crossed, if something like that comes to Adelaide, you are first and foremost on the producer's hit list, I dare say.
I would love that.
Who else does it better than Rachael Grace? Hey, so
that's what I'm trying to make happen. Manifesting.
The Australian Barbra Streisand show, the encore show, is coming back to Adelaide, everyone, on Saturday, the 30th of August at the Regal Theatre at 2 o'clock p.m. Tickets are on sale. It was sold out last time. I think we did a 2 o'clock and an 8 o'clock last time. We are doing a very special matinee show, and I'm so looking forward to seeing you again because I'm going to sit there glued like I was last time.
Me too. I'm so excited to be back. We've got some new stories in there, which I can't wait to tell the audience. And yeah, it's a really fun show. We get to celebrate the legacy of all of Barbara's music, her career. But I'm also excited for the audience to get to know me a little bit because I've got all of my little stories of how Barbara has shaped me as a person and my funny little gig moments of singing her song. So I'm excited to get to know the Adelaide crowd even more when I revisit in August.
Now, your delightful co-star, Cara, she's coming back as well this season, right?
Yes, so we've got a fabulous band coming up. So Cara Siski, who I refer to as my best Judy. You've seen the show. I work her very, very hard because I have two duet partners, but she's one of the main ones. She gives you Barry Gibb. She gives you Donna Summer. Yep. She gives you Judy Garland. She has a little solo moment, which last time she was up there, she gave a bit of oh my God, my brain's gone. Carole King. She'll sing a bit of Carole King for you. But last time we did a International Women's Day where she sang I Am Woman. So I thought, we'll see what she sings up in Adelaide. We might spice it up. We might do something a bit different. And she is so incredibly talented and she's so expressive and such a great singer to have on the team. We have John Thorne, the amazing, Green Room Award-winning musical director, who he is kind of leading us all, leading the charge, leading the band, but also is just playing the piano beautifully. There are moments in the show where I just kind of sit back and listen to him I was going to say tickle the ivories, but that phrase always just makes me a little bit. But he's just so talented. I'm so lucky to have the team that I've got. We've got Darren Ferrugia on drums, that you might know from Hey Hey It's Saturday, plus everything else. He's played with everyone. And then we've also got Adrian Close on bass, who is just so talented, such a lovely guy, gives you electric bass, gives you the upright bass as well for, those nice jazzy moments. So it really creates a really beautiful atmosphere.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. And I don't know if you saw the coverage of it yesterday, but the Met Gala happened in New York yesterday. Favorite outfit?
Oh, I did love Doechii. I thought the entrance to get there was a little bit weird with the box, but I loved Doechii. I loved the Louis Vuitton print. Zendaya, because white suit, crisp. I am a fan of the white suit, obviously. Who else? I can remember some ones that I didn't love. I'd say Doechii and Zendaya were my top two. I haven't thoroughly looked yet. There's another person who I have no idea what her name is, but it was like a fully pearl suit that was just stunning. Did not like Kim Kardashian.
Oh, she's kind of hit or miss sometimes. Hey, though, how about the icon, the diva, the legend that is Diana Ross? 10 people to carry that train. I don't know if you had that many at your wedding, but 10 people.
No.
Mammoth.
That was huge. It kind of reminded me of Rihanna's the omelet dress. Where that had so many people, but Diana Ross, the legend, the icon.
Sensational.
I love that everyone just else cleared out of the way. They're like, the Queen's here. Diana Ross is here.
Step aside.
Like, let's just go inside. Party's over.
White suits. Madonna, wore the white suit as well. Madonna looking fabulous with a cigar.
Yes. Very like Madonna. I mean, nailing the menswear. I expected Madonna to be.
Really.
Like that's what she's built her kind of a lot of the 80s imagery was around like kind of not 80 early 90s. Am I getting my references wrong?
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of
late 80s, early 90s, all that haircut kind of vibe. Absolutely incredible. Hey,
Who was
Rachel.
your favorite? Who was your favorite? I didn't ask you.
My favorite was my favorite. Well, there are actually many. I really didn't like her hair, but I actually really loved Pamela Anderson's dress with that accentuated kind of
Yeah.
low half.
It
But
kind of reminded me of her dress. You know those back in the day they made those like Barbie where you could just like put the dress on.
it's
It
very
was
much
that
like
sort of
that.
shape. But I
I
agree. I just love the hair.
that hair, like what was with that fringe? I don't
It
even.
was, yeah, it was like a very short Sia, like a Sia meets the Beatles.
Oh, it was a home job, darling. Let's call it. I mean, look, we can't talk. I mean, look at us. Are we the fashion police? I'm not sure.
Oh
But
no,
Rachel, I can't wait to catch up with you when you get to Adelaide.
I
Um,
can't wait to see you.
and the Australian Barbra Streisand show, like we said, everyone, 30th of August, 2025 at the Regal Theatre right here in Adelaide. Rachel,
Yeah.
you have the most amazing rest of your day, and I cannot wait to see you when you hit town. We're going to go out and do coffee, drinks, whatever.
Oh, it'll be a good time. I can't wait to see you, and I can't wait to see everyone there. Get your tickets. I'm so excited to see you all, and it'll be a great time.
You're the best. Much love, my dear Rachel Grace. Bye bye.
Bye.